Good morning, everybody. Myself, Dr. Meenakshi Mayengar, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, Government College, Kota. The topic that we will discuss today is features of significance in the life cycle of Fasciola hepatica. Involvement of several larval stages complicates the life cycle of liver fluke. Further, liver fluke is digenetic, that is, life cycle is completed in two alternating hosts. Primary or definitive host is sheep, and secondary or intermediate host is a freshwater snail. Due to complicated and prolonged life cycle, developmental stages have to encounter several hazards. First hazard is faced by encapsulated embryos as soon as they come out with the feces of primary host. They cannot develop further if water, suitable pH and temperature are not available. Second hazard is that they are unable to make contact with the suitable soft part of the specific intermediate host within 24 hours and they perish. Cercariae, which leave the intermediate host and swim into surrounding water, are the next to face an uncertain future. If ingested by the vertebrate host before they have insisted, they are destroyed by the action of host's gastric juice. Finally, metacercariae are destroyed if they have to face a long period of desiccation before they are ingested by a suitable vertebrate host. Rate of reproduction of an animal, as a general rule, is directly proportionate to the chances of death it has to face at various levels. The ratio, in fact, is the deciding factor for perpetuation of a species. Fasciola hepatica, exposed to several threats to its survival, is highly prolific. Each fluke in its lifetime produces 5 to 8 Redia larvae, each of which in turn produces 8 to 12 Redia in the second generation, each of which further produces 14 to 20 cercariae. Thus, each egg is capable of producing 1000 to 2000 cercaria larvae, but the actual number produced is far less due to high mortality. Out of those produced, a very small number successfully encysts and infects the final host. The germ cells in the sporocyst and Redia were eggs which developed parthenogenetically into subsequent larval forms. This kind of asexual parthenogenetic reproduction by larval forms is known as heterogamy. Reproduction in immature or larval stages is called pedogenesis. This view is now considered erroneous and has been given up in favor of the polyembryony concept. Germ cells in sporocyst and Redia are direct descendants of propagatory cells produced by first division of zygotes. These germ cells multiply mitotically and produce subsequent larval stages within sporocysts and Redia. In doing so, they behave as several embryos. This process of reproduction in sporocysts and rediae has been known as polyembryony. Life cycle of Fasciola involves a period of asexual reproduction during immature stages, followed by a period of sexual reproduction in the adult stage. This can be termed as alternation of asexual and sexual generations in the life cycle. Advanced larval stages. Miracidium and Cercaria, being free living larvae, exhibit more advanced features than the adult, which has undergone degeneration in many respects to suit its parasitic mode of life. Body cavity, locomotory organs, sense organs, and a cellular epidermis are absent in adult but are present in the larva. When sheep are infected by the liver fluke, the liver of the sheep is seriously affected in structure and function. This disease is known as liver rot or fascioliasis. The vertebrate host, that is sheep, goat, gets the infection by grazing on grass, leaves, and other vegetation to which metacercarial cysts are attached. The invertebrate host acquires infection when a miracidium at random establishes contact with a suitable part of its body. Infection of invertebrate host, that is the snail, results in a partial or complete destruction of the affected site, which is preferably the digestive gland, liver, or gonad. In case of heavy infections, snail considerably increase in size. In the bile ducts of sheep as well as liver, there can be considerable damage. In bile ducts, fasciola causes inflammation and hepatitis, resulting in loss of its epithelium and thickening of wall, followed by calcification and formation of gallstones. Heavy infections upset the normal metabolism of liver. This is due to hemorrhage caused and irritation inflicted by cuticular spines. The disease thus caused is called liver rot. Symptoms of liver rot are more acute in lambs than in sheep, and these symptoms appear about a month after infection. Death may result due to cerebral apoplexy. If the host survives few weeks of infection, it falls a victim to acute anemia and falls even at mild contact. Its appetite declines, rumination becomes irregular, and at times there is fever and increase in respiratory activity. Conjunctiva becomes whitish yellow and dry and brittle wool falls off. After 3 months of infection comes the fatal period. Large edemas or swellings appear on jaws. Lactation and breeding are greatly reduced. Rarely does the host survive this period. In case it does, the fluke may migrate to the duodenum and finally escape to the outside world with feces. When this happens, or when fluke somehow dies in situ, the host recovers considerably. Infection of Fasciola hepatica takes a huge toll of sheep annually. Treatment and therapy. Treatment of infection is not easy because it is difficult to introduce drugs in bile passages of infected sheep. Anti-helminth drugs are being employed for treating cases of liver rot. These drugs are fairly effective in killing stages of the parasite in liver. Prophylaxis and prevention. It is better to prevent infection by control of vector or intermediate host. Preventive measures include killing heavily infected sheep, destroying eggs and manure of infected sheep, feeding infected sheep with salt and little dry food, and killing or checking snail population. Snails are killed by adding copper sulfate solution in ponds and ditches or by draining their pastures as they are unable to survive long dry periods. Ducks feed on snails and can be usually employed in removing their population. Breeding of snails can be checked by removing vegetation from ponds and streams that they inhabit. Man can avoid infection by consuming thoroughly washed and adequately cooked vegetables. Thank you.